Bombshell revelations this week surrounding two major TV shows. Producer Chris here to break down both of those. We're going to start with the drama around So You Think You Can Dance. So what's up, Chris?
Yeah, we're talking about new judge Matthew Morrison. You might remember him best as Mr. Shu from the show Glee. He made it exactly 2 episodes into the new season before he got fired. So here's the reason why. Apparently, he had a, quote, inappropriate relationship with a female contestant. The 43-year-old, I should say, like I mentioned, best known as the teacher on the hit show Glee. The contestant says he reached out to her on social media, sending her flirty message. However, it never went any further than that, apparently. They never even met in person, but this isn't just a black eye for him professionally. It might also be one personally because he is married and has been for 7 years. He just welcomed a new baby with his wife. In a statement, he said he failed to follow show protocols. However, we only made it 2 episodes into the season so far. The new one airs tonight at 9 o'clock right here on Fox 5. He will still be on the show, though, because most of it was pre-taped, guys.
Oh, gotcha.
So.
What do you think?
I'm just always intrigued as to what the text message said, you know, because it's all about interpretation. If it made her feel a certain way, I think that's one thing, but I just kind of want to know. I'm just a little curious.
I think we're all curious.
Yeah, I think his wife probably.
Wife might be.
Might have been just a tad, you know.
Well, she may know.
Just, yeah. The show, yeah, that's the one problem. But you got an 11-month-old kid at home, and you're doing this mess. All right. We'll leave it at that. We don't want to get in any trouble. We'll leave it at that, Chris.
All right, let's talk about Levar Burton then. We remember him. He hosted Reading Rainbow back in the day. He made a play to host Jeopardy after Alex Trebek died. He was in the running. There were a lot of guest hosts. And now he's finally speaking out about his experience with the game show. In an interview, he says getting passed over for the permanent hosting gig, quote, wrecked him. He says the public defeat was humiliating. He also said, though, that the host search may have been a facade and that, quote, the fix was in. We know that the host job actually went to the executive producer, Mike Richards, before he eventually had to step down. Right now, Ken Jennings and Mayim Bialik are they're the pair co-hosts. Levar says everything happens for a reason, and he is excited about the future and the opportunities that have opened up as a result for him. Now, right now, he's in the region because he is hosting the Spelling Bee. He's also got a new Trivial Pursuit-based game show coming out. Guys, I still was a fan of his from day one and really, really, really had hope that he did get this gig.
Yeah.
Totally. The Reading Rainbow.
Yeah, so many of us grew up with it.
Yeah.
You know, I think in the end, a lot of people were rooting for him. I'd say more so than almost any other contestant because he just holds a special place in our hearts, given the education background that a lot of people have with him. But in the end, I think he won, given how disastrously things went for the executive producer. Remember when it was all revealed, how he had his hand in everything? And I think he cut both, like, I think he was supposed to get 2 weeks. He shortened it to 1 week. I mean, he gave him the short end of the stick in every sense of the word.
And he was up against the Olympics.
And he was up against the Olympics. So I'm still hoping for an even bigger win for him because he deserves it.
And this was after everybody else was clamoring for him to be on the show in the first place. So he just figured out that the fix was in from the beginning? I mean, really? Because from the moment they said we're going to have him host the show, I was like, oh, that's funny. It sounds like the National Football League trying to hire a black coach to me because it was a sham from the beginning, and I was not fooled by this. There was no chance he was ever getting that job. They only did that because there was a public outcry.
I think he was classier than most. That's the thing with Levar. He's classy.
Yeah,
I think he knew that.
Yeah.
Now, he's not Wisdom.
Yeah,
Wisdom would have gone on the show and said, first of all, I want to open the show by saying, this is a scam.
This is a scam.
I'm still auditioned.
Yeah, I'm still going to get this money, but this is a scam.
This is a scam.
This is a scam.
No, I think if there were anybody who would break that barrier, it would be him.
Yeah.
Just
he's
because of his
great.
background.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, he's been so impactful in pop culture.
We're rooting for him.
Yeah.
All right. Chris, thank you.
Thank you, guys.